on, baby.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Tanek127, and welcome back to Tanek FPS. And guys, in today's video, I want to give y'all my best recommended settings for Spectre Divide. Happy launch day. It is here on console platforms, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and of course, PC. Season 1 has begun, and I want to give a special thank you to Mountaintop for sponsoring this video and hooking me up with a Spectre Divide supporter pack for PS5. Now, a lot of these settings are just my personal recommendations. These are what's comfortable for me, but a lot of the things I'm showing in here can also help you guys with the game. Now, you're probably going to look at mine right away and ask why mine looks so colorful, different, and vibrant. No worry, we're gonna get into that. That's all in the settings, baby. But we're also on the road here on Tanek FPS to 1,000 subscribers. So if you would smash that subscribe button, if you want more Spectre Divide content, I would greatly appreciate it. Let me not waste any more of your time, and let's go ahead and get on into it. So if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, go ahead and hit Start or your Windows key or Options, whatever it's called. I just like calling the Options button the Start button. But let's go ahead and start off with the simple stuff. Accessibility. Subtitles preset, that's up to you. Motion sickness prevention. If you get motion sickness easily, turn it on. Plain and simple. Tap versus hold behaviors. If you're playing on a controller, I would say tap. Period. Now, colorblind filter. Again, if you're colorblind, that's up to you. Blood effects. Again, up to you. The game has hit markers, so you don't exactly need them. The swap camera effects and the damage camera effects and the team line sight lasers. I would definitely keep the team line of sight lasers on. So that way, you can always see where your teammates are aiming and stuff like that. Your enemy outline color. This is the first thing you want to adjust. Change it to yellow or some type of bright color that's really going to stand out to you. I wouldn't say use red. Red's, dark. It can blend in with a lot of colors. And especially, the way I have my color situation set up, yellow's just better. You guys are going to see why I didn't choose red later on here in the video. Subtitles and all that stuff, we don't really need to get into that. If you don't speak English, then obviously, don't put it on English. Your ADS recoil view behavior. I personally keep mine on centered. Now, this just depends on how you like to on your play style and shooting. I keep mine on centered because I am an ADS kind of guy. This is how it is basically in every typical standard shooter. If you're comfortable with things like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and stuff like that, leave it alone. Keep it on centered. ADS tracer display, every bullet. This is going to help you show where the bullets are coming from and all that stuff. This only works to your advantage. And if you can't see them well, turn that intensity on up. Mine's at 0.65 right now. That's where it's at by default. That's good enough to me. If you need to see it harder and and you can and they're not looking quite up to snuff to you, go ahead and bump that up a bit. Hell, I'm going to even put mine on 0.75, just to make them stand out a bit more. Optic hit confirmed. This is your hit markers. I would definitely leave that on unless you want that more, Valorant-like experience where you just see the blood splatter. Go ahead and turn that off. That's completely up to you, but I would say, hit markers definitely help in something that's more console-based. Minimap, this is preference-based, I would say. But I keep the minimap centered on myself, so that way, I always know like what's around me and stuff like that. I prefer the square minimap because I feel like the circle cuts off a little bit. Network buffering, if you got a bad connection, put this to maximum. Or if you're playing on, even if you're playing on wireless, if you're not playing wired, I would say put this on moderate or maximum. Preferably maximum. What it's going to do is it's going to help adjust some things so that way it adapts more to your connection, giving you less lag and stuff like that. If you're not using a hardwired connection, use moderate or maximum. If you're someone that lags a lot, hands down, just put on maximum. Only allow party invites from friends. That's completely up to you. There's crosshair customization here. You guys know what I say with every single shooter. All right, I'm not going to go down this piece by piece. I'm going to show you guys what I use. I have cyan crosshairs for all mine. Blue is my favorite color. And I always recommend to people, use a crosshair as your favorite color because your eyes naturally gravitate to things you are attracted to. Like a pretty girl or your favorite color or a nice car. If you see your dream car ride down the road past you while you're driving in your favorite color, you mean to tell me your eyes aren't going to glance at it real quick? Yeah, exactly. Apply that to your crosshair. A lot of people say, you know, use crosshairs that stand out on the map and everything. That can help. There's nothing wrong with that advice, but I say use your favorite color. It greatly improved my accuracy. I even have friends who have seen similar results. I would recommend that for you guys. Now, here's the sweet spot right here. Graphics, all right? I have mine set to brightness 0.8. Again, this is going to depend on your TV or monitor, so don't take mine to the teeth. The reason my game looks so vibrant is because I have my contrast up. Your contrast is going to start at like 0.8 or 1.0 or something like that. I have mine set to 1.5. That's how I have these rich colors and stuff like that. But yeah, your contrast, what you want to do is just get it to, you know, to the point where it looks like a deep, rich HDR style. Because what this does is it'll make the maps look more vibrant, you know, kind of like a Treyarch Call of Duty compared to an Infinity Ward Call of Duty. But also it'll help your enemies stand out more, especially when you have them highlighted yellow. I kid you guys not, it is a game changer. And VSync, of course, you know, it synchronizes the frame rate of your machine's graphics card with the refresh rate of your monitor, prevents screen tearing. Obviously, turn VSync on. Audio settings, again, these are all preference and completely up to you. You know, your headset and whatever surround sound system or TV you're using and stuff like that. Now, controller. By the way, guys, just to show y'all, this is the best control scheme for Spectre Divide. Hit the start button, go into settings, hop over to controller, tactical abilities. This will make it so that way your abilities are all simply on a button instead of that stupid scrolling wheel. You can just tap and use them instead of, you know, searching for them in the wheel. My look speed, I had mine at high and very high. That's what I was using. It's completely up to you. Remember that sensitivity, I would recommend, if you want to learn to play at a higher sensitivity, bump yourself up a point or two higher than what you typically play on, and just slowly increase yourself every day if you want to learn to play at a higher sensitivity. But me personally, I have mine set to high. My ADS aim sensitivity is 1.15. That just happened to be the game's default, and it worked good for me. With the walk and run threshold, again, that is completely up to you. The higher you set that, the more sensitive it's going to be to when you, between the difference of you walking and running. The lower you set it, you know, that's, again, the default was fine. Now, crouch behavior and ADS behavior, I would have these on, I would have this on tap and hold, especially if you're playing on controller. I don't think the console version supports mouse and keyboard. Aim assist, obviously, you know, you want to have that on depending on your style of play. There's some people who play with aim assist off. I play with aim assist off or low in some games, depending on how strong it is. But it really ain't that strong in this game, so I don't stress it on here. Look acceleration, I'll definitely keep that on. Now, response curve, the best one. Some people are probably going to like linear or cubed. Me personally, I really enjoy exponential. It's like a nice balance between linear and the other three. I feel like squared and cubed are a bit too slow, and linear is a bit too fast. And exponential just gives me that turn speed that's just right. But then again, that's just me. I would test these out, go in the shooting range, try them on your own, and see what works for you. Now, stats, me personally, I just put my FPS counter on so I know what my frame rate is. I have pretty decent internet, and I'm confident in my internet, so I don't really put my ping, packet loss, and all that stuff. Again, preference to each their own. Anyway, if these settings helped you and you have some recommendations, let me know down in the comments below. Y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.